Hello friends, in this lecture we will see some of the questions which had been asked in the GATE examination on graphical method. So this is the first question series on graphical method. Okay, in the upcoming lectures also we will solve some of the questions of graphical method. So two questions has been written. Okay, so both are 2 marks questions. Okay, so total 4 mark question. So the first question says that a manufacturer produces two types of products, 1 and 2, at a production level of x1 and x2 respectively. The profit is given. Okay, so basically the profit is given 2x1 plus 5x2. So it is our objective function. You can see. Okay, why? Because the objective function was either maximization type or minimization type. Okay, so since this is a profit, so this objective function must be of maximization type, and the production constants are given. You can see the decision variables, non-negativity type production constant are 3. Okay, non-negativity type decision variables. So they are asking about the profit. Okay, profit means maximum. So it is a GATE 2003 2 marks question. Okay, and the another question GATE 2009 2 marks question. Okay, GATE 9 2 marks. Okay, the question says that consider following linear programming. We have been given the objective function maximization. It means profit type 3x1 plus 2x2. The constants are x1 less than equals to 4, x2 less than equals to 6, and 3x1 plus 2x2 less than equals to 18. You can see the decision variables, non-negative type restrictions. So it says that the linear programming has unique optimal solution, the linear programming has infeasible solution, the linear programming is unbounded, or the linear programming has multiple optimal solution. Okay, so you know everything. Okay, you know everything. We just need to solve it. So we will take the first question. So what we will do, we already know how to find the graphical method solutions. Just plot it. Okay, just go and plot it on the graph. So we have got two decision variables x1 and x2. So we will plot both the decision variables x1 and x2 on the graph. Okay, x2 and x1. So the first constant, okay, we will take the first constant. The first constant is x1 plus 3x2 less than equals to 40. So if you are going to put x1 equals to 0, okay, x1 equals to 0, then x2 is going to be 40 by 3. It means approx 13. It is going to be 0 comma 40 by 3. And if x2 you are going to put 0, okay, then x1 you are going to get is 40. So this is basically 0 comma 40 by 3, and this is 40 comma 0. So now what you should do, you will put 0 comma 0. Okay, in this equation you are going to put 0 comma 0. So it is basically 0 less than equals to 40. So the condition is true. Okay, true means the graph is headed towards the origin. This is our origin. Okay, I have told you the steps. The graph will be headed towards the origin if the condition is true. Now the second constant, 3x1 plus x2 less than equals to 24. If you are going to put x2 equals to 0, then x1 you are going to get 8. Okay, you are going to get 8 somewhere here. And if you are going to put this x1 0, then x2 you are going to get 24. Okay, you are going to get 24. So here, so now we will construct the line. So this is 8 comma 0, and this is 0 comma 24. Okay, so we will again put 0 comma 0 in this equation, and we will get 0 is less than equals to 24. The condition is again true. True means the graph is headed towards the origin. Okay, the condition is again true, so graph is headed towards the origin. Last constant, x1 plus x2 less than equals to 10. So putting x1, x2 will be 10, and putting x2, x1 is again going to be 10. So this is the graph like this. So this is 0 comma 10, and this is 10 comma 0, and again put the value of 0 comma 0. Okay, 0 comma 0. So 0 is less than equals to 10. The condition is again going to be true. So this graph is also shaded towards the origin. Okay, very simple. Now we will try to find the feasible region. So we have got two intersection points, one here and one another here. So this point we have got from these two constants. So we will find the feasible solution. So if you are going to take any point here, okay, and non-negative restrictions, you should not forget it. Non-negative type restrictions say that you must stay in the first quadrant. You must stay in the first quadrant. Okay, so we will stay in the first quadrant. So if you are going to take a point here, then it is not going to satisfy any of the constants. So this is not our feasible region. If you are going to take a point here, so it is not going to satisfy this blue color line constant and this red color line constant. So this is not our feasible region. If you are going to take a point here, this will not satisfy this red color constant. If you are going to take a point here, then this is not going to satisfy this blue color line constant. It means if you are going to take a point in this region, you can see, if you are going to take a point in this region, it means it will satisfy all the constant simultaneously. It will satisfy all the constant simultaneously. Okay, so you can find this corner points, okay, by solving these two equations. Okay, just solve these two constant, that is 3x1 plus x2 equals to 24 and x1 plus x2 equals to 10. You can solve this constant, thus subtract it. This will get cancelled. 2x1 equals to 14, so x1 equals to 7. So x1 will get 7. So putting x1 7, x2 you are going to get 3. So 7 comma 3. Okay, just solve it. x2 equals to 3. So we will get the coordinate 7 comma 3. Now we have to find the maximum. Okay, now we have to find the maximum profit. The question says that find the maximum profit. So just try to put the corner points. Okay, so this is 0 comma 10. So 0 comma 10, our objective function is 2x1 plus 5x2. Okay, so this is going to be 2 into 0 plus 5 into 10. Okay, 50. 0 comma 0, it means 0. 8 comma 0, it means 2 into 8 plus 5 into 0, you will get 16. And now 7 comma 3, you will get 2 into 7 plus 5 into 3. So this is going to be 14 plus 15. This is going to be 29. So what should be our answer? What should be our answer? Maximization. Many of the students are going to say this 50. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, why? Because you can see at the non-negative type restrictions, they have given x1 greater equals to 0 and x2 greater equals to 0. Be careful. Okay, be careful here. You can see the non-negative restriction in the question. The non-negative restrictions, if it is given like this, greater equals to 0, then you have to consider these corner points. Okay, then you can consider these corner points. Okay, so the answer is going to be 50. But if it is given x1 greater than 0 and x2 greater than 0, it means you cannot take these points. Okay, these points will not provide the optimum solution. Okay, because x1 is greater than 0 and x2 is greater than 0, you should remain in the first quadrant, but you should not consider the ordinate and abscissa. Okay, you should not consider the ordinate and abscissa. You should not consider the x and y axis. Why? Because it is greater than 0. So this corner point is not the solution. Okay, so our optimal solution is 7 comma 3. Okay, these are not the solution because these are the corner points and we have to exclude the corner points. You can see the restrictions here. It is only greater than 0. Okay, so our answer is 29. Okay, our answer is 29. So be careful in this type of question. It is not given greater equals to 0, so you cannot take this point. Okay, 0 comma 10 is not the answer because it is only saying x1 greater than 0 and x2 greater than 0. Okay, so answer is 29. We are going to plot the constant. So the first constant is x1 less than equals to 4. So we will take the origin 0 comma 0, 1 2 3 4. So x1 is this one. Okay, and we will put 0 comma 0 here. 0 comma 0, it is saying that this is less than equals to 4. The condition is true. Okay, the condition is true. So graph will be shaded towards the origin. Okay, the graph will be shaded towards the origin. This is 4 comma 0. Now the x2 is 6, so you can plot it. This is 0 comma 6, and just putting 0 comma 0 here. Okay, it will give you 0 less than equals to 6. So condition is again true. True means graph is headed towards the origin. The graph is headed towards the origin. And the last constant, 3x1 plus 2x2 less than equals to 18. Putting x2 equals to 0, x1 you will find 6. Okay, you will find here 6. Doing with another marker, you will find here 6 comma 0. And if you are going to put x1 0, then x2 you are going to get 9. So here somewhere 9. So just match those points. Okay, this is 0 comma 9, and now we will put 0 comma 0. So this is also 0 less than equals to 18. So the condition is again true. So the graph is headed towards the origin. Okay, graph is headed towards the origin. So we have got this. Okay, we have got this. So which is the feasible region? Okay, this one is going to be the feasible region, because if you are going to take any points in this region, they are going to satisfy all the three constraints. So now we will try to find the corner point. So this is basically 6. Okay, x2 is 6. If you are going to put here 6, so 12, 18 minus 12, 6, and this is 2. So this is 2 comma 6, and this is 4 comma 4. 18 minus 12, 6, and 6 by 2, this is 3. 4 comma 3. Let me see it. You have to show that the solution is nature of the solution. Okay, so just try to put the corner points. Okay, 0 comma 6. 0 comma 6 means it is going to be 12. 0 comma 0. Okay, 2 comma 6. So 2 comma 6 is 6 plus 18, 24, and 4 comma 3. This is again going to be 24. This is again going to be 24. Put here 4 and put here 3. So this is 12, and 12 plus 6, 18. You can see here that we have got 18 at this point and 18 at this point. Okay, so the solution is multiple optimal solution. Okay, the solution is multiple optimal because we are getting the maximum value as these corner points. We are getting the maximum value at these 2 points. So our solution is multiple optimal. Okay, so you can say that since the solution is multiple optimal, we can say that the slope of one of the constant must be equal to the slope of the objective function. You can see the slope is 3 by 2, and here you can see for this constant, okay, the third constant, the slope is again 3 by 2. Okay, and we can directly say that because none of the constant is redundant. Okay, none of the constant is redundant, so we will say that this is a multiple optimal solution, but we have to check it. Okay, we cannot directly say that if the slope of one of the constant is equal to the slope of the objective function, then it will have multiple optimal solution. We cannot say it because we have to check whether the constant is redundant or non-redundant in nature, but the vice versa can be true, because since the solution is multiple optimal, then the slope must be equal. Okay, so this was GATE 2009 2 marks question. So just this was the first question series, and everything has been told to you. Okay, nothing new for you. So just go and practice these questions. These are very much important from the GATE point of view. Okay, so just practice it. Thank you.